Everybody, oh no, we've got a crash.
Scott McLaughlin. And we were talking earlier about Guerrero back in '92. The one thing you don't want to do is to have your race ended before it's even begun.
It is over.
Sorry, bud. It's okay. Don't stress about it. That's all right. We're okay.
1992 was cold like this as Scott Dixon, the number 9 PNC car, smoking, and you have to wonder, was there contact or is that moisture on the track? And maybe there was still some moisture from McLaughlin in his spin, but his left front suspension is destroyed. His day is over. Scott Dixon is on fire on the left rear.
What has happened out there on track between these two?
It's his time, Scott.
Two of the favorites coming in, two very strong contenders. See a massive fire inside the left rear tire there at Dixon.
That's in the brake system. It's behind the left.
He didn't pit. We heard the call over the radio to pit this lap. They left him out there. That could be a huge issue as we see the devastation on Scott McLaughlin's face and his body language.
And that is what it means. That is what it means to have your dreams wrenched away from you before you've even had an opportunity to make them real. Galling. Utterly galling for Scott Dixon, for Scott McLaughlin. And I wonder, guys, Scott Dixon on row 2, McLaughlin on row 4, how could they have come together? They're 2 rows apart.
Well, we don't know if they had contact yet, but let's get a report maybe on what's going on with Scott Dixon's car as the AMR safety team goes to work on McLaughlin. Kevin?
So listening to the number 9 radio, it does not sound as dire. They need to just cool the brakes. Michael, his strategist, is telling him, let's just cool the brakes. It's all going to be fine. They are not planning to pit at this moment.
And they have the benefit. Felix Rosenquist, who's right behind Dixon, can radio in and get some information because there's a relationship between Chip Ganassi and Jim Meyer. Here's what happened with Scotty Mack.
We ride on board with McLaughlin warming his tires. Oh no. Oh no. Warming his tires, swerving just to put some temperature into the rubber and just loses it.
The track is cold. The tires are cold. These cars are set up to turn left. They don't do straight very well, Townsend. And when you light up the rear tires to try to get a bit of heat into them, it is so easy to have that happen.
Well, especially if there's any of that residual rain moisture on the racetrack. And for Scott McLaughlin, the worst feeling I can possibly imagine as a racing driver.